Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Josh Garcia. With the MLB season on the horizon, Winner Go Home podcast brings to you our MLB preview show. Tons of old faces in new places, and a few new faces that can have an impact. We'll jump right into this with divisional standings. Many would argue the weakest division in baseball is the National League West. However, in 2 of the last 3 seasons, the San Francisco Giants have sat on the throne and captured the World Series. Rounding off the National League West, we have the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies have plenty of young, talented hitters, but no impressive pitching. Their young hitting talent seems to spend more time on the disabled list than on the field. Coming in at number 4, we have the San Diego Padres. This lackluster team with no identity seemed to have been moving in the right direction 2 seasons ago. However, last season, that train derailed, and doesn't seem like it will be on course this year. Number 3, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks. This team seems to be headed in the right direction with tons of young talented hitters and pitchers. The future looks bright in the desert, but with the tough Dodgers and Giants team in the division, the Diamondbacks will be mediocre at best. At number 2, we have the defending champion, San Francisco Giants. In this era of baseball, it is very, very difficult to repeat as champions. Aside from Buster Posey, this Giants lineup poses no threat whatsoever. And at number 1 in the NL West, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers. If the Dodgers can stay healthy, they will have a cakewalk to the NL title. Kershaw anchoring the staff and the likes of Adrian Gonzalez, Andre Ethier, and Hanley Ramirez in the lineup make the healthy Dodgers a very, very scary team. The Houston Astros National League Central will have the Cubs slip into the last spot. A historic franchise struggling to reshape its image will not relive its glory days this season. At number 4, we have the Milwaukee Brewers. Even with arguably the best player in the middle of their lineup, Ryan Braun, the Brewers will struggle to be a contender in the NL Central. Lacking depth both in their lineup and staff, this team will finish 500 at best. For the second and third place winners, you can flip a coin between the Cardinals and the Pirates. The Cardinals are good, but are on a crossroad with a combination of overnight aging players and a crop of very young players. Their success depends on how quick they can develop. The Pirates are young, fun, and hungry. The season depends on 3 things. Can McCutchen repeat his performance of last year? Number 2, the development of their young gems, Garrett Cole and Sterling Marte, and if the staff can produce and perform at a high tempo. Number 1, the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have it all. A good staff, a good bullpen, a great lineup. Chu should be an amazing leadoff upgrade, a healthy Votto, and Chapman back at the closer role. The Reds could easily be picked to represent the National League in the World Series. In the NL East, the Miami Marlins will pick up right where the Astros left off as being the worst team in baseball. If Placido Polanco projects to be your 3rd or 4th hitter, your franchise is definitely in trouble. At number 4, we have the New York Mets. Sandy Alderson has done a phenomenal job at making the Mets' future look very bright. Young studs like Matt Harvey, Zach Wheeler, and Dearnard give the Mets a glimpse of hope for the future. At number 3, we have the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are a very, very good team, but just a little on the weird side. They're weird to judge. However, their team is filled with crafty veterans who can still play top-notch baseball. They can still pose a very real threat, contending against number 2 team, the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are built for the next 5 to 8 seasons, with young yet very capable talent ready to make a statement. Guys like Brandon Beachy, Freddie Freeman, and Julio Teheran are all waiting for their chance. And at number 1, we have the Washington Nationals. I don't care what anyone says, the Nationals are the real deal. They're arguably the best team in baseball, from their staff anchored by Steven Strasburg, to their bullpen led by Drew Storen and Rafael Soriano, to the powerhouse lineup featuring the likes of Ryan Zimmerman and Bryce Harper. The Nationals are my choice to represent the National League in the World Series. They seem to be a very formidable team for anyone coming out of the American League. What's a preview show without predictions of National League awards? For our National League Manager of the Year, I see Don Mattingly finally putting it all together with the Los Angeles Dodgers and leading them to their National League West title. For Rookie of the Year, I see St. Louis Cardinals center fielder Oscar Taveras getting a June or July call-up and tearing the cover off the baseball until September. As far as our Cy Young is concerned, I think Steven Strasburg has so much to prove after the end of last season. Look for 200 plus strikeouts, anywhere between 15 and 20 wins. As far as our MVP is concerned, look for National League Central masher Joey Votto to come off an injury season and put together a stellar season with a 300 plus batting average, 25 plus homers, 100 to 120 RBIs, and putting the Reds on his back and leading them against the Washington Nationals and the NLCS. This has been Josh Garcia on behalf of Winner Go Home Podcast. Stay tuned for part 2.